16. That the exigencies of our public affairs demand that a provincial Congress be called to concert such measures as may be adopted and vigorously executed by the whole people. And we do recommend it to the several towns in this county to choose members for such a provincial Congress to be holden at Concord on the second Tuesday of October next ensuing. 17. That this county, confiding in the wisdom and integrity of the Continental Congress now sitting at Philadelphia, will pay all due respect and submission to such measures as may be recommended by them to the colonies for the restoration and establishment of our just rights, civil and religious, and for renewing that harmony and union between Great Britain and the colonies, so earnestly wished for by all good men. 18. Whereas the universal uneasiness which prevails among all orders of men, arising from the wicked and oppressive measures of the present administration, may influence some unthinking persons to commit outrage upon private property, we would heartily recommend to all persons of this community not to engage in any routs, riots, or licentious attacks upon the properties of any person whatsoever, as being subversive of all order and government, but by steady, manly, uniform, and persevering opposition to convince our enemies that, in a contest so important, in a cause so solemn, our conduct shall be such as to merit the approbation of the wise and the admiration of the brave and free of every age and of every country. 19. That should our enemies by any sudden maneuvers render it necessary for us to ask the aid and assistance of our brethren in the country, someone of the Committee of Correspondence, or a select man of such town, or the town adjoining, where such hostilities shall commence, or shall be expected to commence, shall dispatch couriers with written messages to the selectmen or committees of correspondence of the several towns in the vicinity, with a written account of such matter, who shall dispatch others to committees or selectmen more remote, till proper and sufficient assistance be obtained, and that the expense of said couriers be defrayed by the county, until it shall be otherwise ordered by the provincial Congress. Voted, that Joseph Warren, Esquire, and Dr. Benjamin Church of Boston, Deacon Joseph Palmer, and Colonel Ebenezer Thayer of Braintree, Captain Lemuel Robinson, William Holden, Esquire, and Captain John Homans of Dorchester, Captain William Heath of Roxbury, Colonel William Taylor and Dr. Samuel Gardner of Milton, Isaac Gardner, Esquire, Captain Benjamin White, and Captain Thomas Aspinwall of Brookline, Nathaniel Sumner, Esquire, and Mr. Richard Woodward of Dedham, be a committee to wait on His Excellency the Governor, to inform him that this county are alarmed at the fortifications making on Boston Neck, and to remonstrate against the same, and the repeated insults offered by the soldiery to persons passing and repassing into that town, and to confer with him upon those subjects. Attested, William Thompson, Clerk.